Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Hope we're all well. Hope we're looking after ourselves after a real cold day. I know I was up this morning, crack of dawn, and it was -3. It's brutal, lads, so keep yourselves warm. And yeah, enjoy the video. So today's video, we're looking at the situation that's gone on. It's been a real turbulent 24 hours. Conte's comments from the press conference have absolutely set the world alight. And it's kind of come out that you can kind of tell from upstairs, Spurs are starting to leak things to the media to kind of see how it looks, kind of see how the fans react. I'm going to give you my opinion about what's been linked out today and the rumours that have come out from even the sides that have been linked. And I just want to sort of deep dive into it. So if you aren't aware and you've been living under a rock, Antonio Conte came out and threw haymaker after haymaker after haymaker in a press conference. Proper Conte style. Conte sometimes doesn't mince his words and the broken English sometimes doesn't help, but sometimes comes out and just annihilates. And this was annihilation. He called out the board, he called out Fabio Paratici, he called out a lot of people for not taking any of the blame. It's all on me, Conte. And, I disagree with some things he said, but I also agreed with the majority. And I believe this is all, I wouldn't say all, but I would say 90% of this is Enix's fault. You can only sort of get away for so long with kind of treating our club as a business. Our club is a football club at the end of the day. It's there to win matches, to win trophies, to be competitive. Are we competitive? Yeah. With, 7th down to 20th. Are we competitive above? Not really. Do you ever think of going to Stamford Bridge and going, yeah, we're going to get something here today, we're going to win? Do you ever think about going to Anfield and think, yeah, we could do something here? Etihad, bit of different, we do all right there. Old Trafford, the Emirates. You don't really think about these things. Hell, at home you don't even think about it, especially this season. We've got the Etihad coming up tomorrow night, and we know we could be in trouble that game. So anyway, so obviously that came out, and from above they said, we think we've done a great job. We've done nothing wrong, which is obviously arrogance at its highest level. It's come out to say, obviously, because Spurs have been leaking a few things. Yeah, let me see what the media thinks. Let me see what the fans think of this. Hey, if Conte was to go, hey, we might go get Thomas Tuchel, the guy in the thumbnail. Hey, we might be interested in bringing Pochettino back. Hey, Luis Enrique's on our shortlist. Ooh, all these sexy names. Ooh, lovely, lovely, lovely. It doesn't make a difference. I saw an amazing tweet earlier about this. It's like saying to Michael Schumacher in his prime, hey, get in that Skoda Octavia and win that Grand Prix against F1 cars. Doesn't matter who the driver is. If the investment and from above is run poorly and given poorly, then you're not really going to get anywhere. So it doesn't matter if it's Antonio Conte, Thomas Tuchel, Mauricio Pochettino, or Jesus Christ himself. A miracle doesn't fix our issues. This club needs investment. It needs a new owner. It needs a breath of fresh air because it's dying. Kane's not signing a new contract at the moment. He looks like he's probably going to be off in the summer. Manchester United have been hot on him for ages. That workhorse deal is obviously just a time over to the summer. They're going to be looking for Kane. Bayern Munich have been snooping around Kane for about a year, and they keep making stupid comments all the time. And they keep saying, no, don't talk to us about Harry Kane. But what a player he is. Oh, he'd be brilliant in the Bundesliga. And it's just tapping up, but it's tapping up in an unofficial way. That's why they can get away with it. So if we want to keep Kane, and if we want to be able to build on some of the good players that we have in that squad, the Bentancurs, the Romeros when he decides he fancies playing, if we want to build on like an Ivan Perisic, a Destiny Udogie is going to be coming in, if we want to build on a Kulusevski, then we need proper and well thought and well planned investment. We're sitting here on January the 18th. We've had a bid rejected for Pedro Porro. That's official, and we've had a bid rejected for Leandro Trossard. Great, well done, lads. You've taken 18 days to get 2 bids rejected. You are efficient as it comes. Wow. It didn't take Liverpool about 30 minutes to announce Cody Gakpo. Hasn't taken other clubs to sign players in the bottom half of the table who are acting with some efficiency and some competency. We do not have that. Simple as that. So, let me go into it first and foremost. Thomas Tuchel. Now, it's been touted by all tier 1 sources, okay? Thomas Tuchel would be interested in the Spurs job if Antonio Conte was to leave. Okay, now, first and foremost, Thomas Tuchel, like Antonio Conte, is a born winner. Thomas Tuchel has won a Champions League. Thomas Tuchel has won multiple cup competitions. He's won leagues. He's won everything, right? Antonio Conte's won leagues. He's won cups. He's been an Italian manager. Yes, maybe he's not won the European side of things, but you know what? For Spurs, we take an FA Cup. So it doesn't really matter about that. Antonio Conte is a winner. Thomas Tuchel is a winner. Where do you think he develops? Yeah, he might play some better football, but his tenure at Chelsea at the end, it wasn't great. Now, what's happened after him is kind of hilarious, but it wasn't great, right? It wasn't his fault, though. I think the club, Chelsea, if you ever look at their injury list, is brutal. And I know they've invested a lot of money, but at the same time, if you're getting 6 or 7 first-teamers out every single week, with one coming back and one going out with it, it's pretty difficult to coach that, you know? So fair play to Thomas Tuchel, but he did win some chuff at Chelsea, okay? Would he be a good hire if Antonio Conte was leaving? In my opinion, yes. I do think Thomas Tuchel is a very good manager. In my opinion, I didn't even see him lasting 6 months at Chelsea, and he actually lasted longer. Abramovich actually was quite fond of him as well, which fair play. That's impressive, because Abramovich is never fond of anyone, you know. So I think, yes, he'd be great, right? Do I want Conte to leave? No, I don't. So regardless of Thomas Tuchel, regardless of Pochettino, Luis Enrique, Jesus Christ, God himself, me, you, or anyone else, I prefer Antonio Conte. He's my manager right now. I will back him with that same energy. Like I would back, before Nuno, I wanted Nuno gone at the end, but I backed him when we had a couple of rocky games. I backed Mourinho. I backed Poch. But Antonio's here now. He's a born winner. He's our first world-class coach that we've had in a very, very long time. And we're not backing him. And yeah, he might throw his toys out the pram. And yeah, he might be a bit difficult. Yeah, he can be a bit arrogant at times. But you know what? We could have had Nuno. And think about how much of an upgrade he was on Nuno. How dire that squad was. How dire that investment was. And Conte's brought in 2 players in last January, that made the team go to another level. Bentancur and Kulusevski. In the summer, he's brought in some players that some have worked and some haven't. Would I say that's all his fault? I'd say it's partial fault, because obviously you're the coach, you have to take some responsibility. But I was thinking it's down to Paratici. It's down to the boards. Paratici bought Jed Spence. He didn't want Jed Spence. But the reason why Levy would have bought Jed Spence and Paratici would have wanted Jed Spence is because there was an upside. Hey, he has a couple of good seasons. Boom, that's 50 mil lined up. That's an investment. That's the attitude they had. Conte was like, he doesn't make my starting 11. Hell, he doesn't even really make the bench. Why do I want him? Are you buying him to loan him out? Oh, you're not. He doesn't want to be loaned out. So then what are we doing with him? Right? Ironically, nowadays, I prefer him to have a go over Emerson and over Doherty, right? Now, Pochettino, I've got to be... You've got to be mindful of Pochettino, because obviously he's very well loved at Tottenham, and he is, and I do love Poch. He gave us some of our best memories out in a long, long time. But 5.5 years, we won nothing. Okay? And with that squad that we had when we were finishing second in the league, to win nothing, in my opinion, was an abject failure. We had Kane scoring 30-odd goals a year. With Dele Alli, who was the hottest prospect in world football potentially at that time. Christian Eriksen was up there with De Bruyne as the best playmaker in the league. We had the best defence in the league. We had the best fullbacks in the league. We had Moussa Dembele, who was an absolute godlike midfielder. But we didn't win the league. We didn't win an FA Cup or a League Cup. 6 opportunities to win those things. 8 if you include any European football. But we didn't win. That's a travesty in my opinion. He should have won something in his time. If I gave Antonio Conte 5.5 years, do I think he would win something? Yes. Now, I believe that we just need to back Conte. We need investment. We need to do things properly. We want Trossard, we want Pedro Porro, and we want central midfielder. Simple as that. That's 3 that we want. Go and fix them. Brighton probably happy to sell Trossard now because of all the issues we've had. Sporting Lisbon aren't too happy to sell because obviously they want 45 million of Pedro Porro. We will give them 45, but we want to break it down in different ways. They don't like that. We just need to be more efficient. We need to be more competent. We're not even talking about big money this January. I mean, Chelsea are splashing 100 million. They want Enzo Fernandez and things like that. Arsenal are happy to spend 100 million this winter. And we're scrounging over 20 odd million for Trossard. You know what I mean? It's just, there's levels to this, and we're not even at their levels. Newcastle are a little above us. Villa are doing stuff. Leeds are doing stuff. Nottingham Forest are doing stuff. Brentford are doing stuff. Bournemouth are doing stuff. And where are we? So anyway, that's my rant over. I like Thomas Tuchel. I think he's a brilliant manager. Do I want him? Personally, no. Not to say that if the Conte was to leave, I wouldn't want him. If Conte was to leave, I probably would say he's our first option. He should be. It shouldn't be Poch. But Conte is my first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh option until the numbers I can't count up to. He's my first option. That is final. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. Let me know what you think about these rumours with Tuchel, Poch, Luis Enrique. Let me know if you want Conte or you want him to be gone. Let me know anything that you feel about right now. Anyway, drop a like. Obviously, do that comment. Hit subscribe, hit bell notification, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, lads.